Hi, so the ultimate aim wants to be able to have a sustainable approach to fitness and health and nutrition and strengthening. We want to be able to keep going even when life is really hard. So I'm going to talk to you about your plan B. So your plan B, the best time to write down or plan out your plan B is when you're feeling good, is when you've got some energy, you've got some time, and you're able to take things in your stride. Because you know inevitably there will become a time when everything gets a little bit harder. You might be really time poor, you might be stressed, you might be exhausted. There might just be 101 things going on and your brain just can't take it, so you just don't want to think. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know that your body wants to move and it wants to strengthen. And sometimes we can do that more than others. So that's why we need plan B for when we are struggling to get anything done. So for your plan B, you want to have a couple of different sections. So first one, plan B, your daily movement. So on your plan B, note down how many steps on average you think you need to get when things are really tough. For example, have a minimum of maybe 7,000 steps a day, because if you don't have that plan B daily steps, it is very likely then it goes right down and ends up at 2,000 steps a day, and that affects how you feel in your body and it is not going to help at all. So have your daily steps. Now, if you are injured and you can't have daily steps, then give yourself some movements to do each day. For example, a minute wall sit, a minute plank, a minute shoulder press. So 3 really simple exercises, and you could change it up. You could have a minute squats, you could have a minute press-ups, you could have a minute sit-ups. So just 3 exercises that you do every day, maybe twice a day, or maybe once a day, and you keep repeating them 5 times for 15 minutes, so you have got some movement within your day. Okay, that's your daily movement. The next thing you want is actual exercise. So exercise that you're going to be doing for half an hour, 45 minutes now. So what can you do that you can pick up and do? Is it something on YouTube? Is it a plan that you can execute? Now, it is always great to have an accountable fitness program for you to follow. I have this on Trainerize. So with Trainerize, it's great because there is a plan for you to follow. And if you can't follow everything for that week, just say to yourself, right, on plan B, for this week, I'm going to complete 2 days, because 2 days is better than no days. 2 days is going to be better than 1 day. And actually remember, if you are feeling a bit low or stressed or time poor, it might be that the action might not be as intense as you usually would. But imperfect action is better than no action. So you've got to remember that. So you need to do something. So you've got your daily movement planned in. You have got your exercise planned in that's going to be right for you. It might just be even once a week if that is all you can manage. I'm suggesting 2 at least. Okay, your sleep is going to massively impact on how you are feeling. So in that plan B week, when do you want to get to bed by? Is there a time that you want to try and be asleep? For example, give you a cut-off. If you want to be asleep by 10:30, when are you going to go up to bed? When are you going to start your bedtime routine? When are you going to get the jobs done that you want to do? So work backwards. And on your plan B, have a little picture for a bed or some little Zs and say when you want to be asleep by and work backwards. That is going to impact everything. Because if you're exhausted and you're really stressed, you're staying up to 1 o'clock in the morning working, the next day you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel sluggish, you're not going to feel as motivated, and you're probably not going to be as productive as you would be if you had a good night's sleep. Okay, next one, water. How many glasses of water, or how many of your... Oh, I've just stopped my plan B. How many bottles of water would you have within a day on your plan B? So it would always be good to have 8 glasses of water, or at least 2 litres. And then if in that plan B you've got a picture of 2 drinks bottles, it is going to remind you, because when you're in plan B time, it is very hard to remember everything. I just dropped my notes. And then finally, your meals, your plan B meals, what are they? Do you have meals that are in the freezer that ready you can take out? Have you got soup that you have made before that you could freeze or is in the freezer? Can you make a big batch of like a vegetable concoction of lots of veggies and chopped tomatoes and spices that you can add onto your plate to supplement. Think about what meals you need. This is a bit that you might need a bit more planning. So if you know you have a week ahead of you that is going to be a plan B week, perhaps that week you could prepare some protein. So cook some protein ready so it's in the fridge. Can you prepare some veggie dishes so they're ready in the fridge, have fruit and handy and veg for snacks. So in that plan B week, try to prioritise your protein, your fruit and veggies, healthy fats to get you through that week, because it's very likely in that week food is going to be the last thing you think about, whereas actually you need it to nourish your body and help to give you energy. So that is my little blurb on plan B. Make sure you've got your plan B, but finally your plan B, make it visible. So have it on the kitchen cupboard, or maybe behind a kitchen cupboard that you open quite frequently that you can see. So when you're in that time when everything just feels that little bit harder, have a plan B, and then you've got something to go to. So when you're feeling frustrated and exhausted and thinking you can't do it, you can. So it's all about trying to have that sustainable fitness lifestyle. Sometimes we can do more and sometimes we can do less. It's all about finding the balance, because sadly the balance is always moving as in life as we know it. So good luck. If you want to talk more, just pop me a message.